Good afternoon and welcome to the Public Service Commission of South Carolina. It is Thursday, June 29th, 2 p.m., and we are here for our weekly or regularly scheduled commission business meeting. Let's take a roll call of commissioners. Present in the hearing room, we have Commissioner Justin Williams, Commissioner Carolee Williams, and Chair Belser. With us virtually, we have Commissioner Irvin and Commissioner Caston, and with us telephonically, we have Commissioner Thomas and Vice Chair Powers. And that's all 7 of us. Before we begin, I invite you to join me for a moment of silent reflection. Thank you. Good afternoon, Mr. Scarborough.
Good afternoon, Madam Chair, and good afternoon, Commissioners. The first item of business is to set the next regularly scheduled business meeting. Staff recommends that the next Commission business meeting be set for Thursday, July 13th, 2023 at 2:00 p.m.
We will schedule our next regularly scheduled business meeting for Thursday, July 13th at 2 p.m. Thank you.
Thank you. Today we have 10 items on the utilities agenda and 18 items on our transportation agenda. Item number 1 is in docket number 2023-199C. Staff presents for Commission consideration the appointment of a hearing officer in this docket.
I think we're appointing a hearing examiner, are we not?
Thank you. Yes, ma'am. A hearing examiner. Thank you very much for the correction.
Thank
yes.
You. Commissioners, with regard to agenda item 1, is there a motion?
Madam Chair, this is Commissioner Caston.
Commissioner Caston is recognized.
I move that the Commission appoint Sandra Moser Esquire as the hearing examiner in docket number 2023-199-C for the application of Gigapower LLC for a certificate of public convenience and necessity to provide competing local exchange and interchange telecommunication services in the state of South Carolina and for alternative and flexible regulation. I so move.
Thank you, Commissioner Caston. Commissioners, we've heard the motion from Commissioner Caston. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, beginning with Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Commissioner Justin Williams.
Aye.
Commissioner Powers.
Aye.
Commissioner Carolee Williams.
I vote aye.
The chair votes aye. The motion carries.
Item number 2 is in dockets numbered 2023-38E and 2023-39E. This is to clarify the Commission's ruling concerning the Pro Hoc Vici admission request for Benjamin L. Snowden, Esquire, on behalf of Carolina's Clean Energy Business Association in both of these dockets.
Commissioners, we've heard agenda item 2 as identified by Mr. Scarborough. Is there a motion?
Madam Chair.
Commissioner Thomas is recognized.
Thank you. SCACR 404 addresses Pro Hoc Vici admission by non-South Carolina attorneys and the requirements of such admission, as well as limitations on the number of Pro Hoc Vici admissions per year. According to Rule 404, the motion for Pro Hoc Vici admission shall be filed with a completed application form, and a copy of that application, along with an admissions fee, shall be submitted to the South Carolina Supreme Court Office of Bar Admissions. Upon receipt of the application, the South Carolina Supreme Court shall certify to the Commission that the application form and fee have been received. As such, I do not believe that the Commission can approve Pro Hoc Vici admission for Mr. Snowden for purposes of docket number 2023-39E, or in the alternative, clarify order number 2023-296 to include docket number 2023-39E at this time without invitation by the South Carolina Supreme Court Office of Bar Admissions. Originally, counsel filed an application and motion for Pro Hoc Vici admission of Mr. Snowden in one docket. which is docket number 2023-38E. Therefore, I move that council for SECIBA seek clarification from the South Carolina Supreme Court Office of Bar Admissions, since docket numbers 2023-38E and 2023-39E were consolidated for briefing and oral argument on April the 20th, 2023, by Commission Order 2023-261. Upon receipt of the certification from the South Carolina Supreme Court related to docket number 2023-39E, the Commission will then consider the request of SECIBA. So moved.
Thank you, Commissioner Thomas. Commissioners, we've heard the motion from Commissioner Thomas. Is there any discussion? Commissioner Thomas, I'd like to thank you for your motion. I understand and agree that the application for Pro Hoc Vici admission was filed before the consolidation of these two dockets, but I agree with you that I think that the Office of Bar Admissions needs to clarify that since the dockets have been consolidated, that council would be admitted Pro Hoc Vici in both. So thank you for the motion. Anything further, commissioners? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, beginning with Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Commissioner Justin Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers.
Aye.
Commissioner Carolee Williams.
Aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin.
Aye.
The chair votes aye. The motion carries.
Item number 3 appears in docket number ND-2021-5EG, which is a request from Piedmont Natural Gas for confidential treatment of a page in its FERC Form number 2.
With regard to agenda item 3, as identified by Mr. Scarborough, is there a motion?
Madam Chair,
Commissioner Irvin is recognized.
thank you. I move that the commission grant confidential treatment of the single page of Piedmont Natural Gas Company Incorporated's FERC Form number 2, designated as confidential. Company attests that the information contained in a section of the FERC Form 2 is commercially sensitive information related to third-party vendor costs and other data. So moved.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioners, we've heard the motion from Commissioner Irvin. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, beginning with Commissioner Irvin.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Commissioner Justin Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers.
Aye.
Commissioner Carolee Williams.
Aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
And the chair votes aye. The motion carries.
Item number 4 is in docket number 2023-16E. These are motions for admission Pro Hoc Vici for Brett Breitschwert, Esquire, and Tracy DeMarco, Esquire, filed on behalf of Duke Energy Carolinas, LLC.
With regard to agenda item 4, is there a motion?
Chair Belzer, I'd like to make a motion.
Commissioner Carolee Williams is recognized.
Thank you. Having received certification from the South Carolina Office of Bar Admissions for docket number 2023-16E, I move that the Commission grant the motions for admission Pro Hoc Vici of Brett Beischwart, Esquire, and Tracy DeMarco, Esquire, filed on behalf of Duke Energy Carolinas, LLC, in docket number 2023-16-E, as filed by DEC Attorney Sam Welburn.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioners, we've heard the motion from Commissioner Carolee Williams. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, starting with Commissioner Carolee Williams.
Aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Commissioner Justin Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers.
Aye.
I vote aye. The motion carries.
Item number 5 appears in docket number 2022-84WS. This is a request from Strata Audubon, LLC, and Strata Viridian, LLC, for an order finding that no evidentiary hearing is required in this customer complaint proceeding, and dismissing the matter based on the written record, and for a motion for protective order from unreasonably burdensome and irrelevant discovery request while the commission considers the request for an order on the merits.
Commissioners, we've heard the item 5 identified by Mr. Scarborough. Is there a motion?
Madam Chair,
Commissioner Irvin.
thank you. I move to grant the motions of respondents Strata Audubon LLC and Strata Viridian LLC that no evidentiary hearing is required in this customer complaint proceeding, and therefore I move to dismiss the matter. It is clear from the written record of this proceeding that the respondents have not been engaged in the ownership or operation of a, quote, public utility, end quote, as contemplated in Title 58 of the South Carolina Code of Laws. The record before the commission reflects that, one, there is no existing sub-metering infrastructure or ability to sub-meter in the buildings owned by respondents. Two, respondents contract with a third-party billing provider and do not bill the tenants directly. Three, the contracted service with a third-party billing provider is designed to recover the actual cost of water and sewer service through an allocation method provided on a not-for-profit basis. Four, respondents do not have an exclusive service territory, nor do they own a water or sewer utility infrastructure. Respondents do not seek nor have they obtained any guaranteed rate of return on the pass-through billing of water and sewer services. Five, the water and sewer services are in fact provided to the properties by local utilities, and the respondents have never taken possession of the water and do not have the ability to disconnect or turn off the water or the sewer to an individual tenant for non-payment. Consistent with previous commission rulings, the respondents are not operating a, quote, public utility and therefore are not subject to the jurisdictional authority of the commission. In fact, none of these parties constitute a, quote, public utility. Commission only has the authority granted under its enabling statutes. Therefore, it is not appropriate, this is not an appropriate forum or venue for hearing this dispute. Therefore, the commission dismisses this action for lack of subject matter jurisdiction over a non-jurisdictional entity. So moved.
Thank you, Commissioner Irvin. Commissioners, we've heard the motion from Commissioner Irvin. Is there any discussion?
Chair Belzer, I'd like to ask a question.
Commissioner Carolee Williams.
Thank you. Commissioner Irvin, it may have been my ears, but when you were talking about their fourth point related to the service territory, did you mean to say exclusive? I heard expensive, and I just wanted the record to be clear, and it could be my ears.
You're correct. If I said something other than exclusive, I amend the motion on point number 4 to read as follows, quote, respondents do not have an exclusive service territory, and so on and so forth. Does that correct your concern?
That absolutely does. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Irvin. That amendment will be noted.
Thank you.
Anything further, Commissioners? Hearing nothing, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, beginning with Commissioner Irvin.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Commissioner Justin Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers.
Aye.
Commissioner Carolee Williams.
Aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
And I vote aye. The motion carries.
Item number 6 also is in docket number 2022-84WS. This is a motion from Conservice LLC for a protective order.
Mr. Scarborough, given the motion in item 5, the motion in item 6 is now moot and will be addressed by the commission in the order on number 5.
Item number 7 also is in docket 2022-84
And
WS.
Mr. Scarborough, given the motion and that passed in item 5, item 7 is now moot.
Yes. So item number 8 appears in docket number 2022-359A, which involves the final disposition of the proposed electric system regulations in this docket.
With regard to agenda item 8 concerning the regulations in Article 3 for electric systems, is there a motion?
Madam Chair, this is Commissioner Caston. I'd like to make a motion.
Commissioner Caston is recognized.
I move that the commission adopt the amendments to regulations 103-302, 103-310, 103-330, 103-333, 103-339, 103-340, 103-352, 103-370, and 103-392 as filed with the South Carolina Legislative Council. Regarding Regulation 103-331, I move that it be amended as follows. To strike, in quotes, the electrical utility may use a variety of security options other than the payment of a 2-month cash deposit, including but not limited to accelerated payment plans, surety bonds, bank letters of credit, or some combination of the above, and to add a section C as follows, in quotes, for non-residential customers, the electrical utility may use a variety of security options other than the payment of a 2-month cash deposit, including but not limited to accelerated payment plans, surety bonds, bank letters of credit, or some combination of the above, end quote. I would ask that the final version of amendments to the regulations be added to this motion when published for clarity. I so move.
Thank you, Commissioner Caston. Commissioners, we've heard the motion from Commissioner Caston. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, beginning with Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Commissioner Justin Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers.
Aye.
Commissioner Carol Lee Williams.
Aye.
And I vote aye. The motion carries.
Item number 9 is in docket number 2022-351E. This involves a letter from the Office of Regulatory Staff stating that it is unnecessary for PA Consulting Group Incorporated to submit a report on a matter that none of the parties in this docket have contested, or, alternatively, requesting that the Commission modify the current procedural schedule to permit the parties of record the opportunity to, 1, issue discovery requests to PA Consulting Group Incorporated, 2, pre-file testimony in response to PA Consulting Group Incorporated's report no less than 4 weeks following filing of that report, and 3, present that testimony during the secondary hearing on the merits after PA Consulting Group Incorporated's presentation.
Commissioners, we've heard agenda item 9 as identified by Mr. Scarborough. Is there a motion?
Madam Chair.
Commissioner Justin Williams is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, fellow commissioners, I move that the commission instruct staff to consult with the attorneys for all parties to modify the current procedural schedule so as to permit the parties of record the opportunity to issue discovery requests to PA Consulting as the parties deem appropriate. If the attorneys for the parties wish to file testimony in response to PA Consulting's report, they must do so not less than 4 weeks following the filing of the report. So moved.
Thank you, Commissioner Williams. Commissioners, we've heard the motion from Commissioner Williams. Is there any discussion? Just some clarification, Commissioner Williams. We're basically asking staff to consult with council to modify the procedural schedule to provide ORS what they've asked for. Is that right? If needed.
Well, absolutely, Madam Chair, if needed, and to clarify what ORS asked for, what this motion does is allow opportunity for discovery, filing of response testimony to the expert's report, and then also making room for testimony in response to the expert's report at the second hearing if that's necessary.
Correct. Okay, that's where I was going. Thank you very much. Commissioners, any further discussion on the motion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, beginning with Commissioner Justin Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers.
Aye.
Commissioner Carolee Williams.
I vote aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
And I vote aye. The motion carries.
Item number 10 is in docket number 2023-154E. These are the motions for admission pro hoc vici of Dorothy Jaffe, Esquire, and Isabella V. Ariza, Esquire, filed on behalf of Sierra Club.
With regard to utility agenda item 10 as identified by Mr. Scarborough, do I hear a motion?
Madam Chair,
Commissioner Irvin.
thank you. I move that the commission grant the motion for admission pro hoc vici of Dorothy Jaffe, Esquire, and Isabella V. Ariza, Esquire, filed on behalf of the Sierra Club. So moved.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioners, we've heard the motion from Commissioner Irvin. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, beginning with Commissioner Irvin.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Commissioner Justin Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers.
Aye.
Commissioner Carolee Williams.
Aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
And I vote aye. The motion carries.
Item number 11 appears in docket number 2021-297E. This is a petition from Lockhart Power Company to amend Commission Order number 2022-140 and a request from the Office of Regulatory Staff to maintain the confidential version of certain material that Lockhart Power Company labeled as confidential unless or until the Commission rules otherwise, or until Lockhart Power Company agrees that this information no longer is confidential.
With regard to utilities agenda item 11, is there a motion?
Chair Belser, I'd like to make a motion.
Commissioner Carolee Williams is recognized.
Thank you. I move that the Commission grant the petition of Lockhart filed on March 30th, 2023, seeking to amend Order 2022-140, granting approval of accounting treatment for the settlement and true-up charges received from Duke Energy Carolinas, LLC. On June 21st, 2023, ORS advised that following its discovery and review, it does not object to and supports Lockhart's request, subject to continued and expanded annual reporting by Lockhart. Lockhart shall continue to file updates with the Commission, ORS, and any other interested parties each January, reflecting the balances as of December 31st of the previous year in its annual report. The annual report from Lockhart must continue to include the information currently required by Order number 2022-140, and the annual report is expanded to include the following information related to the settlement and true-up. A, the December 31st balances of the settlement and true-up charges for customers compared to their beginning balance for that year. The beginning balance of the customer liability account should show components of the liability account as listed in Exhibit A to the amended petition Lockhart filed on September 14th, 2021 in docket number 2021-197-E. For each component, show the date amounts which were posted to the liability account and the initial dollar amounts recorded. B, a schedule identifying account numbers and names. C, the settlement and true-up charges to customers for the various funds received balance as of December 31st of each year and the estimated future expected runoff depletion of the liability. D, the balance of the coal combustion residual liability as of December 31st compared to its beginning balance for that year. E, a schedule showing the balance of the money market or similar account as of December 31st that holds the deposited refunds compared with the beginning balance for that year. The schedule should include a roll forward between the beginning and the ending balance showing the monthly activity and description of the activity. Finally, I move that the Commission grant confidential treatment to those portions of ORS's review letter dated June 21st, 2023, which are marked as confidential. The material was designated as confidential by Lockhart and should be afforded confidential designation and not subject to public disclosure until such time as Lockhart agrees the material is not confidential or the Commission rules the material is not entitled to confidential designation. I so move. And Madam Chair, I have a comment to make at the appropriate time.
Thank you, Commissioner Williams. Commissioners, we've heard the motion from Commissioner Williams. We'll now have any comments regarding the motion, beginning with Commissioner Carolee Williams.
Thank you. The bottom line is that this is being done to offset additional charges that were not anticipated at the time, and it's really to the benefit of ratepayers and to reduce any shock that might occur were this additional cost to go on their individual bills.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioners, any further discussion on the motion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, beginning with Commissioner Carolee Williams.
Aye.
Commissioner Caston,
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin,
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas,
Aye.
Commissioner Justin Williams,
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers,
Aye.
and I vote aye. The motion carries.
Madam Chair, that completes the utilities agenda before the commission. So moving on to the motor carrier agenda, item numbers 1 through 7 are requests for Class C certificates. Staff recommends that these items be taken together, and I will review them for the commission. Item number 1 appears in docket number 2023-187T, which is the application of Duke's Elite Luxury Transportation for a Class C Transportation LLC for a Class C charter certificate. Item number 2 is in docket number 2023-188T, which is the application of Timothy Crawford, doing business as Ritz Limousines, for a Class C charter bus certificate. Item number 3 is in docket number 2023-190T. This is the application of High Demand LLC for a Class C non-emergency certificate. Item number 4 appears in docket number 2023-191T. This is the application of Cleophas Langford Jr. for a Class C charter certificate. Item number 5 is in docket number 2023-192T, which is the application of Rhines Taxi Service LLC for a Class C taxi certificate. Item number 6 appears in docket number 2023-194T. This is the application of BSG Investments 1 LLC, doing business as Yellow Transportation for a Class C charter certificate. And item number 7 is in docket number 2023-195T. This is the application of Kenneth L. Boatwright Sr., doing business as Red Top Cab Service for a Class C non-emergency certificate.
Commissioners, with regard to agenda items 1 through 7 as identified by Mr. Scarborough, is there a motion?
Chair Belzer, I'd like to make a motion.
Commissioner Carolee Williams is recognized.
I move that the Commission approve the applications for Class C certificates in items number 1 through 7 as listed by Mr. Scarborough.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioners, we've heard the motion from Commissioner Williams. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, beginning with Commissioner Carolee Williams.
Aye.
Commissioner Caston,
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin,
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas,
Aye.
Commissioner Justin Williams,
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers.
Aye.
The chair votes aye. The motion carries.
Item number 8 is in docket number 2023-85T. This is a request from D's Classy Rider LLC for a 12-month extension of time to comply with Commission rules and regulations.
With regard to transportation agenda item 8, is there a motion?
Madam Chair, this is Commissioner Caston. I'd like to make a motion.
Commissioner Caston is recognized.
I move that the commission grant D's Classy Rider LLC an extension until March 28, 2024, to allow time for the company to comply with commission rules and regulations. So moved.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioners, we've heard the motion from Commissioner Caston. Is there any discussion on the motion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, beginning with Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Commissioner Justin Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers.
Aye.
Commissioner Carol Lee Williams.
Aye.
And I vote aye. The motion carries.
Item number 9 is in docket number 2023-114T. This is a request from Angel Hands Transportation LLC for a 3-month extension of time to comply with commission rules and regulations.
With regard to transportation, agenda item 9, is there a motion?
Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion.
Commissioner Caston is recognized.
Thank you. I move that the commission grant Angel Hands Transportation LLC a 3-month extension until September 29, 2023, to allow time for the company to comply with commission rules and regulations. I so move.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioners, we've heard the motion from Commissioner Caston. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, beginning with Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Commissioner Justin Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers.
Aye.
Commissioner Carol Lee Williams.
Aye.
And I vote aye. The motion carries.
Item number 10 is in docket number 2007-48T, which is a request from Southeast Transportation Services LLC to cancel Class C Charter Certificate number 7804-A.
With regard to transportation, agenda item 10, is there a motion?
Madam Chair,
Commissioner Irvin is recognized.
thank you. I move that the commission grant the request of Southeast Transportation Services LLC to cancel their Class C Charter Certificate number 7804-A. So moved.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioners, we've heard the motion from Commissioner Irvin. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, beginning with Commissioner Irvin.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Commissioner Justin Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers.
Aye.
Commissioner Carol Lee Williams.
Aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Chair votes aye. The motion carries.
Item number 11 is in docket number 2023-111T. This is a request from Majestic Limousines LLC to amend Class C Charter Certificate number 9813 to reflect 15 passengers.
With regard to transportation, agenda item 11, is there a motion?
Madam Chair,
Commissioner Irvin.
thank you. I move that the commission grant the request of Majestic Limousines LLC to amend their Class C Charter Certificate number 9813 to reflect 15 passengers. So moved.
Thank you, Commissioner Irvin. Commissioners, we've heard the motion from Commissioner Irvin. Is there any discussion on the motion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, starting with Commissioner Irvin.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Commissioner Justin Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers.
Aye.
Commissioner Carol Lee Williams.
Aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
The chair votes aye. The motion carries.
Item number 12 appears in docket number 2022-209T, which is a request from A Touch of Help Transit LLC to withdraw its application for a Class C non-emergency certificate.
With regard to transportation, agenda item 12, is there a motion?
Madam Chair,
Commissioner Thomas.
thank you. I move that the commission grant the request of A Touch of Health Transit LLC to withdraw their application for Class C non-emergency certificate.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioners, we've heard the motion from Commissioner Thomas. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, starting with Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Commissioner Justin Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers.
Aye.
Commissioner Carol Lee Williams,
Aye.
Commissioner Caston,
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin.
Aye.
The chair votes aye. The motion carries.
Item number 13 is in docket number 2014-289T, which is a request from Plantation Moving and Storage Incorporated to suspend Class E Household Goods Certificate number 9809 until June the 15th, 2024.
With regard to transportation agenda item 13, is there a motion?
Madam Chair,
Commissioner Thomas is recognized.
I move that the commission grant the request of Plantation Moving and Storage Incorporated to suspend their Class E Household Goods Certificate number 9809 until June 15th, 2024.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioners, we've heard the motion from Commissioner Thomas. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll conduct a roll call vote beginning with Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Commissioner Justin Williams,
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers,
Aye.
Commissioner Carol Lee Williams,
I vote aye.
Commissioner Caston,
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin,
Aye.
and the chair votes aye. The motion carries.
Item number 14 is in docket number 2021-300T. This is a request from Crimson Beauty Transporting LLC to suspend Class C non-emergency certificate number 9714-A until July the 1st of 2024.
With regard to transportation agenda item 14, is there a motion?
Madam Chair.
Commissioner Justin Williams is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, fellow commissioners, I move that the commission grant the request of Crimson Beauty Transporting LLC to suspend their Class C non-emergency certificate number 9714A until July 1st, 2024. Prior to reactivating their license, the company must file updated information concerning issuance, address, and compliance with all commission regulations by June 1st, 2024. So moved.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioners, we've heard the motion from Commissioner Justin Williams. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, starting with Commissioner Justin Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers,
Aye.
Commissioner Carol Lee Williams,
Aye.
Commissioner Caston,
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin,
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas,
Aye.
and the chair votes aye. The motion carries.
Item number 15 appears in docket number 2015-377T. This is a request from Perfect Love Transport LLC to cancel Class C non-emergency certificate number 9128.
With regard to transportation agenda item 15, is there a motion?
Madam Chair.
Commissioner Justin Williams is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, fellow commissioners, I move that the commission grant the request of Perfect Love Transportation LLC to cancel their Class C non-emergency certificate number 9128. So moved.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioners, we've heard the motion from Commissioner Justin Williams. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, starting with Commissioner Justin Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers,
Aye.
Commissioner Carol Lee Williams,
I vote aye.
Commissioner Caston,
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin,
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas,
Aye.
and I vote aye as well. The motion carries.
Item number 16 is in docket number 2021-37T, which is a request from Kiowa Island Community Association Incorporated to cancel Class C Charter Certificate number 9563.
With regard to transportation agenda item 16, is there a motion?
Chair Belzer, I have a motion.
Commissioner Carol Lee Williams is recognized.
Thank you. I move that the commission grant the request of Kiowa Island Community Association Incorporated to cancel their Class C Charter Certificate number 9563.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioners, we've heard the motion from Commissioner Carol Lee Williams. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, starting with Commissioner Carol Lee Williams.
I vote aye.
Commissioner Caston,
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin,
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas,
Aye.
Commissioner Justin Williams,
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers,
I vote aye.
and I vote aye as well. The motion carries.
Item number 17 is in docket number 2023-101T. This is a request of Trenches Non-Emergency Medical Transport LLC for a 3-month extension of time to comply with Commission rules and regulations.
With regard to transportation agenda item 17, is there a motion?
Chair Belzer?
Commissioner Carolee Williams is recognized.
Thank you. I move that the commission grant the request of Trenches Non-Emergency Medical Transport LLC for a 3-month extension of time until September 29th, 2023 to comply with commission rules and regulations.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioners, we've heard the motion from Commissioner Carolee Williams. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, beginning with Commissioner Carolee Williams,
I vote aye.
Commissioner Caston,
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin,
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas,
Aye.
Commissioner Justin Williams,
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers,
Aye.
and I vote aye. The motion carries.
Item number 18 appears in docket number 2021-64T. This is a request of OOR Enterprises LLC to cancel Class C Charter Certificate number 9569.
Commissioners, we've heard item 18 identified by Mr. Scarborough. Is there a motion?
Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion.
Commissioner Caston is recognized.
Thank you. I move that the commission grant the request of OOR Enterprises LLC to cancel their Class C Charter Certificate number 9569. I so move.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioners, we've heard the motion from Commissioner Caston. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, beginning with Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin,
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas,
Aye.
Commissioner Justin Williams,
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers,
Aye.
Commissioner Carolee Williams,
Aye.
and the chair votes aye. The motion carries.
Madam Chair and Commissioners, this concludes all business noticed before the Commission today.
Thank you, Mr. Scarborough. Before we adjourn, I'd like to wish everyone a happy and safe 4th of July next week. Safety being paramount, but I hope certainly everyone gets to enjoy time with family and friends and celebrate the American Independence Day. I wish everybody a good holiday. And with that, we are going to adjourn this meeting, and our next regularly scheduled business meeting is set for Thursday, July 13th at 2 p.m. Thank you. We are adjourned.